John Egan, is he in with a chance of being fit to play against Man United?
Yeah, he is. We're going to leave it till the last minute. We've got to take medical advice as well on that. But we've got replacements if Johnny's not available. And as I've said to Tim, same. Dean's not available. If John's not available, then we've got Phil who can slot into that position. I thought he's when he came on against Burnley, he was great for us in that position, and these boys have been patient as well. For 10 out of the 11 players that played with us in the Championship to play at Tottenham away just shows you how well those boys have raised their standards, and the other players that we've brought in have been putting huge pressure on the players that are playing at the moment to keep their standards up and making sure that they have to play well. And John's performances have been outstanding. If he's available, he'll play. I don't need to talk here about my admiration and thought on John, not just as a player but as a man. And if he misses out, Jags will play. The good thing about it is, Phil's experience and of the Premier League and playing in big games. Every game in the Premier League is obviously a big game, but Man United's got a little bit more to it than maybe the normal game, and Jags will play if needed.
If Egan doesn't play, presumably then it's only a short-term thing anyway.
Yeah.
In terms of, is everybody else okay, whether they've been away with their international sides or just because in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, they've all come back. Mo played a part. Obviously, John got on the pitch for about 10 minutes. A couple of others. Callum got on the pitch. Disappointment, obviously, for Ender and David McGoldrick, who were both outstanding in their game against Denmark. So it was a little bit disappointment for them in terms of not qualifying for the Euros first attempt, but obviously an opportunity in March. But they've all come back, and we're looking to pick up where we left off at Tottenham. We did well in the last time we had an international break, coming back into the Arsenal game, and we're looking for a similar performance against Manchester United.
Is that difficult to manage then? Because you specifically for the Arsenal game and slightly less for the Man United game, you're having a long time, aren't you? It was until the Monday for the Arsenal game, and this is Sunday tea time.
Yeah, it is. That's how everything's scheduled and panned out, and we have to accept it. And players go away with international teams, and the boys here have had the time off and worked hard as well. But we're all unbelievably looking forward to Manchester United on Sunday afternoon. And no matter what people say, if it's they're buying young players or it's transition or they're there in the division, this is still Man United that we're playing on Sunday afternoon. It's still Man United that had Sir Alex and Jose, and now I've got Ollie, and it's still Manchester United that we're up against. And so the questions that you're possibly going to ask me about how they're doing, I will just bat it off. It's still Man United at home.